Figure I really don't need to say much more than that. So, with that in mind, moving on to New England next week for the AFC Championship game. It will be a lot of fun. Look forward to that. I think our defense has probably looked the best that it's looked in a while going into New England to play Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. So we'll see what happens. Enough about football. I have been anti-football all year. However, I've watched a couple Steelers games here and there just because I'm a diehard Steelers fan. It's just me. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. So, other than that, it is what it is. So, today's video is for Governor of Texas, DEREK TANT. Mr. Tant has received 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. That is just, I don't even know what to say. You know, oh my gosh, 1,000 subs? Are you kidding me? So, I just, man oh day. I've been doing a lot of VRs, it seems, lately. I'm kind of a lot like Berg. I really don't like doing it. And, I don't know. I do them for people that I really truly like and care about. You know. So when Governor Tant's 1,000 subs came up, I had no alternative, but I had to jump on because everyone must participate, according to Mr. Tant. So, Governor, here's the Ghost Cob. Terrible towel and all. Cup of mud in my Hershey Bears cup. Let's go. Let's do this. 5-part question. Getting a little complicated there. I guess that's just the way they handle things in Texas. Everything's got to be bigger. So, question 1 is, what is the greatest band of all time, in your opinion, and why? Now, I will tell you this. My first thought was immediate. Like, when you said that question on the video, I instantly said George Strait. There's no question. It's George Strait for me. I'm a country boy. I grew up on country music. I love country music. George Strait has always been there for me. He came around in the early 80s, which is right about the time that I was really starting to listen to music and understand kind of what's going on, being around 10 or 12 or so. You know, I got the idea of, the beats and everything. So George Strait was it for me. I still listen to King George every day. He's on a very exclusive playlist on my iPad that I listen to him all the time. So, if you like country music, you love George Strait. If you don't like country music, well, you probably don't like George Strait. But you respect what the man has accomplished. The man is 64 years old today, and he is now playing shows in Vegas because he's doing a lot less traveling. Wants to spend more time at home, and he wants to spend more time on his ranch. As y'all may or may not know, he was a roper in the rodeos, rides the horse and ropes calves, and apparently he is one hell of a roper. He has won multiple championships and belt buckles, so that's amazing. And then you add on that he has sold 68 million records, and he has 61 number one hit songs. He's 64 and he has 61 number one hits songs. He almost has a hit for every year of his life. He's just about there. I mean, the man's amazing. So George Strait is that to me. He's the one. His music relates to me. He can set the mood for when I want to just dance with my wife. He sets the mood when I want to get a little rough and rowdy, maybe drink a little beer, a little bit of homemade liquor. He just has that heartbreak bit to him, where he can help you through a heartbreak. He can help you make you realize maybe, or make you think and ponder that maybe she left for a reason, in the past of my life. Those things. So number 2 was tobacco. Blends of tobacco that I could hoard up and keep for the rest of my life if I could only have like 3 or 4 blends. Pretty easy, believe it or not, for me. Boswell's Northwoods popped right into my head. Bam, it was there. Peter Stokkebye's Bullseye Flake was right there. Golden Slice was right there. And Piper's Pleasure was right there from Boswell's. Now, Piper's Pleasure from Boswell's is an aromatic, but it is fantastic. Even if you're not a big aromatic fan, I recommend you try it because it is a really good aromatic. I promise you it will not let you down. So then the third question, what have you done in your life, what have you not done in your life that if you were to pass today, would you I went mind blank. Would you regret? That took a little bit of pondering because there's a couple things that I would kind of regret. If Haley felt that I wasn't always there for her as a dad, I think that I would regret that. I try to do everything that I can for that. If my wife somewhat wonders about how much I truly cared for her, how much passion I really have for her, that would really irritate me, and that would be a regret for me. So I thought of those things, but I came up with the ultimate answer for you, Mayor. And that answer is simple. Giving my wife the wedding that she wanted. When we were going to get married in 2012, she wanted to pack up, go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, go somewhere with one person, and get married. Just get hitched. Get somebody, get hitched, and be done. But I said, oh, no. You should have a wedding with your family here, and this and that. And boy, let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was not the best decision in my life. Her family caused a little bit of chaos at the reception. Did not make my wife very happy. In fact, after the wedding was over and everything was done and the reception was over, the next morning we kind of got up and told her family that we're here, that was staying here, that they had to go because we were given a key to a hunting cabin by a friend of mine who did the food for our reception. And he said, here, go hide in the cabin for a week. Don't come out. Enjoy. So that's what we did. So we kicked them out of the house and we left. So that's how it was kind of went down with the wedding. Of course, there's more details to it, but I really don't want to share my family dirt on YouTube. I don't think that's correct. So, but that's enough for you to get the picture, I believe. So I would give her that wedding. I would take her somewhere and just find a reverend or a pastor somewhere and just get hitched again and do it over again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just in the midst of trying to figure out where and when we're going to go. So I'd really like to do that, so I would. But we'll see how it works out. Anyhow, nevertheless, last, well, number 4 is if you could get with anybody in the YTPC and have a drink, who would it be and what would the drink be? Doesn't have to be alcoholic. It can be alcoholic. It doesn't matter. Well, I will say this, that came relatively easily for me. That popped into my head immediately. I would travel to Louisville, Kentucky, and I would see a man who has a very long beard, a very generous and humble personality, and has an extreme... He puts out a vibe that makes you want to be around him, to make you want to spend time with him. And he is no other than One Man Smoke, Mr. Salam. That is it. He is the ticket. He is the one that I would travel to go have a drink with. And it would be OMS coffee for sure. I love my cup of mud, and OMS coffee would be what it would be. Secondly, if you would take an alcoholic drink, it would be Jack and Coke, and I would take that in New Jersey. And I would look up a good friend of mine. He goes by the name of Luke the Cave. Luke, my man, I would come and see you. You know, there is people that just touch your lives and make you humble and appreciate the things that you have. And there are genuine people out there, and Luke the Cave is one of them. He is about to be blessed with another child, and I will tell you this, I talk to him all the time, and the other day he actually sent me a picture on Facebook of the sonogram of the baby. So that was very, very emotional for me. That made me feel very, very good, and made me feel like like we truly have connected and made a friendship, and that meant a lot to me. It really did. It made me feel like I'm just a family member that doesn't live within a quick drive. So I really truly appreciate that. And Luke of the Cave with a Jack and Coke would be a second one, and that would also have to include a family meal with Belle and Alyssa and the baby and my wife and Haley. So we would have to do that as well for sure. And then third would be, believe it or not, it would be traveling down to Florida, and I would go see my boy Swamp Piper 84, Mr. Ty, and it would be whatever the hell he wants to drink. That's what it would be there, because I promise you that man is amazing. I have the utmost respect for Ty. Him and I have talked quite a lot on Facebook, and I have a true brotherhood meeting upon him. We have just connected and laughed and carried on and had some pretty serious discussions about politics and stuff, and it's quite a friendship that we've developed. So that would be my third. Number 5 is about your pod stuff, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched it. That is on my list of things to do, so I may get to it today, I may not. If you want to give me credit for it, give me credit for it. If you don't, brother, don't. I wouldn't hold it against you if you don't, simply because you're a man of your word, and I'm a man of my word, and I'm being honest with you. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Congratulations, my man, on the 1,000 subs. Until we can pack a pipe or smoke a good cigar, let all what you do be done out of love. Mayor Tant, take care and God bless.